Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. This is the player ratings for Chelsea 4, Everton 0. A day to forget for Everton, unfortunately. Just a terrible game of football for us. Look, these player ratings, there's not going to be many high, or if any high ratings out of 10, because in my opinion, almost all of them were shocking. You know, it was just a terrible game, especially the first half was one of the worst first half of performances I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, it was that bad. It was absolutely terrible. But let's just get on with the player ratings. So, Jordan Pickford, I've given him a 4. Should have done better with the first goal, I think it was, where Mason Mount turned, beating her as close a post, if you like. Just... Look, I think he's seen it late, but he still should be doing better for that, in my opinion. But he made some good saves. I know he's got 4 goals scored past him, but in my opinion, it was more down to the defenders in front of him who let him down today. So, he made a couple of good saves, especially before at 0-0. That was a great save, and there was one in the second half where he just punched it away, I think, where it looked like it was going in the top bin, but yeah, look... Maybe should have done better with the first. I don't think he was at fault for many of the others, to be honest. But Jordan Pickford gets a 4. Up next, we've got Lucas Digne. Give him a 4. Look, I don't know what's happening to him this year. I just don't think he's had a great season at all, in my opinion, compared to last anyway. He's done all right in games, but just today, he tried to get forward. It just weren't happening for him, and he's the third goal, he stood off. I can't remember who scored for them. Was it William? I can't remember. He just stood off him. You know what I mean? But he weren't the only one. He should not be allowed that much space. Dean just stood off him and let him go ahead, mate, have a shot. And William had him off all day. So look, but because he tried to get forward and tried to get the ball in a few times, he's got a higher rating than some of these players. But I've given him a 4. So Michael Keane, give him a 3. A fault for the Pedro goal. Just, I don't know what he was doing there. Him and Sidibe, just, there's no way Pedro should be getting past them two like that. And look, just get me in the back in there. I just don't think Keane's good enough for this club. I really don't. He had a good season last year with Zuma, but I just think we need better now. And Mina has been performing well all season, probably our most consistent performer. I just get him back in there, I would. Because I don't think that defence really needed messing around. It was probably one of our stronger points of the whole season. If we had any strong points, it was probably, along with the 2 forwards, the centre-backs. So I don't know why Carlo's messing around with that, but probably just looking at him, isn't he, for next season? But yeah, give him a 3 anyway. Up next, we've got Mason Holgate, another 3. One of his poorer games for us in recent times. Stood off for the third goal along with Lucas Digne, just let him shoot. But look, out of the 2 defenders, he was probably the most comfortable. But I'm still going to give him a 3 because the defenders were just atrocious today. Our defending was awful. So yeah, he's going to get a 3. Got Sidibe. Look, I've given him a 3, but I was going to give him a 2 because the last 20 minutes or so, he'd done a good ball to Walcott, where Walcott crossed it and we nearly scored. And he made a really important challenge, well, not an important challenge, but he stopped it from being 5-0. Because if he doesn't get that challenge in, it's 5-0. The lad would have buried it. So it was a really good challenge. But apart from that, he couldn't pass the ball. He was just giving it away all the time. I don't remember him making a pass in the first half. He just kept finding the Chelsea shirts. He just got ran ragged. He was terrible. He was out of position all the time, and he was just terrible. It was one of his worst games for us, and he's had quite a few. I would not sign him in the... Well, look, I'm all for giving players a season, and especially foreigners who've just come into the league. But if I could take the option now, I probably wouldn't sign him because he's too inconsistent for me. And I know he can do it because he's played well a lot of times, but he's just in and out all the time, and I just think we need better at right back. But nearly a 2 for Sidibe. he was the second worst player on the pitch in my opinion. I'll get to the worst in a minute, but yeah, I'm going to give him a 3 just for them last 20 minutes. Up next we've got Andre Gomez. Look, I've given him a 3. I know he's just come back from injury, but he just weren't in the game at all. He was a passenger at times. Tried a few long balls, trying something different in the first half a few times, but it was 2-0 at that point, and he just couldn't get into the game at all. He watched it go by, but he's still our best midfielder, centre mid in my opinion. But he's got to have time to get back into it. So it's only his second game back or his third game back. So not too harsh on Gomez. I'm not gonna sit here and give him loads, but today he was poor, so I'm gonna give him a 3. Up next we've got Tom Davies. Again, a 3. Just left Mason Mount for the first goal. Okay, it was very quick what happened, but he did leave him. Didn't affect the game at all. He's just not taking his chances at all. He should be grabbing these opportunities, and he's just not. You know, and maybe alone will do him the world of good. Maybe in Germany or something, I don't know. Or maybe to a lower Prem team where I don't know. I want the lad to do well. I'm not a Davis boo boy, but he was just terrible today. He really was. So I'll give him a 3. Again, Bernard is going to get a 3. Alright, he was only in the game for the first half. Just didn't do nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it's annoying with Bernard because I do like the player. I think he's a brilliant player. But sometimes he just goes missing in these away games. He's brilliant at home. These away games just can't seem to be the same player. I don't know why. But yeah, just give him a 3. He was crap, really. Went off with an injury, which isn't good. Right, I'm going to get to the worst player on the pitch now. And before anyone starts having a go at me saying I'm picking on him, I have defended Sigurdsson a lot. But it's getting to the point now where I can't. And everyone else is just what they're saying is right. But to be honest, I've fought this for a while now. Halfway through the season, I've started to give up with him. And I've given him a 2. I don't even know why I've given him a 2. But a 1... to get a 1, you'd probably have to... I don't know. You'd probably have to do something disastrous to get a 1, wouldn't you? But I've given him a 2. Couple of reasons. A lot of people... Look... Yeah, I'll tell you why I've given him a 2, because he's out of position. Right? So he's got that going for him. Now, I don't care if it's Carlo Ancelotti, Unsworth managing, Sam Allardyce, Martinez. I don't care. You do not play centre mids on the wing. I hated it when Martinez done it with Cleverley all the time and Barkley. And now it's happening again with Sigurdsson. I just hope it's not a sign of things to come with Carlo. Because, look, I think Carlo's going to do well for us, I really do, but do not play him on the wing. He is not a winger in a million years, and a lot of people would have said he's brought in to cross the ball. I don't remember him crossing the ball all day. Oh, yeah, I do, yeah. The second half, and he put it out. He was terrible. And all this, that's all he does. Tells people not to give it to him. There was a moment, right? I don't know if anyone noticed it, but Richarlison won the ball very early on in the second half. Give it to Lucas Dean, and Sigurdsson only had to move into a little bit of space in the box, and he would have got the ball, and we were a threat. And he said, "Don't give it to me." My granddad we used to watch the match, and he'd say, "Oh, the Everton players say don't give it to me," and I used to laugh. But you know what? He's right, because that's what he does. Gylfi Sigurdsson does not want the ball. And that is the sign of a player that should not be in your team. He was a ghost. He was a ghost all game. He done nothing to affect it. There was a moment where Barkley went through and he just done the worst little challenge ever and let Barkley get the shot away. I don't know if you remember that in the second half. He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. He should have been dropped after the Liverpool game. He's finished. He's finished. I'm sorry to say it, but he is. He doesn't even shoot no more. That's his best attribute. He doesn't even shoot. He's awful, honestly. He's so slow. It's gone. We've got to replace him. Maybe he should go to Swansea, give them him for about 4 million, because that's his level now. He is not good enough for the Premier League, and I'm sorry to say it, because I've loved Gylfi for what he's done. In the past couple of years, he scored a lot of goals for us, but yeah, he was just terrible. Now, onto probably our best player on the pitch, Richarlison. Weren't really in the game much, but when he was, he'd trying to affect it and trying to make things come off. But he was isolated, and yeah, the midfield didn't help him at all. But when he did get the ball, he did try, so I'll give him a 6. Maybe that's very kind, giving him a 6, but I do think he tried. And there was a shot where Calvert-Lewin, I'll get onto him in a minute, missed in the first half where he should have buried it. But he won the ball back for that. He came back from the forward position, won the ball, and gave it to Calvert-Lewin. So, look, I'm giving him a 6. He done all right. Probably our man. If you want me to do a man of the match, it's him. So, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, give him a 4. One of the worst games I've seen him play in a while. And he should have buried it. You know, if he buries that, we're back in the game. But maybe not, because the players didn't look up for it at all today. Even if we got to that goal, I don't think we would have come back. But yeah, it was, again, isolated. So I've given him a 4. Yeah. Walcott, getting on to the subs now. Theo Walcott, I've given him a 4. I don't remember. I actually asked my mates in the group chat, as Walcott touched the ball, yeah, on the 75th minute. Because I do not remember him passing it at all, or getting the ball. But he nearly put Keane in for a goal. Came alive a little bit for the last 20. But yeah, he was just... he's another one who needs a replacing, isn't he? Moise Keane, give him a 6. Look, it weren't fair on him. He come in at 4-0. What more could he do? He did strike, nearly scored. Just got to the ball a bit late. But look, he's a young lad, and he was thrown to the lines, really, because I think we were 4-0 down when he come on. So there's not much he can do. Is then if the other two are isolated, he's going to be isolated. And Anthony Gordon, I've given him a 6 because, again, threw on a 4-0, 15 minutes to go, tried what he could do, tried to go forward, put a good couple of challenges in, and tried to move the ball forward. That's what I liked. He didn't pass it back. That's what we were doing as well. We were passing it back a lot, but no, we came on, tried to go forward with the ball, tried something. But yeah, maybe he should be on the pitch in front of Sigurdsson because he's a winger. Get him on there. You know what I mean? It's just... Anyway, yeah, there's my player ratings for a terrible, terrible day at the office for Everton. If you want more videos, please subscribe. Check out the match reaction. And we'll have an extra time video coming in the coming days. So, can't wait for that one. Okay, everyone, thanks so much for watching. See you later.